It is an honor, it's a privilege to be doing this short video in honor of and in memory of Zaidy's yahrzeit, Zaidy Greenberg. In Jewish, as Zaidy or Bubby would say, Moish ben David, aka Milton, aka Moish. I'm going to continue the rest of the video from a normal setting, but I think this is totally appropriate here with a few of the grandkids. It was real. Dove. Yudit, just wave to the video. So we're going to start here, and then we'll continue the rest in my office. Okay, back at the house. So Zaidy's yahrzeit is Yud Aleph Elul. Zaidy was born December 8th, 1924. He lived in New York his whole life, grew up on the Upper East Side, eventually ended up in Borough Park for most of his life with Bubby. He died Yud Aleph Elul Tuf Shin Samaches, which was September 11th, 2008. Some of my specific memories, probably memories that a lot of the grandchildren share. Cookouts, barbecues. Zaidy loved visiting in general and loved those cookouts and barbecues. I picture him with a beer in hand, sometimes a cigar, those specialty burgers with everything in them under the sun. He really, really loved those cookouts. Sleepovers. Zaidy and Bubby would sleep over by us when my parents went on vacation. Those are some great memories. The morning exercise, something that I really vividly remember. I don't know if it was actually exercise, but it was 5 minutes of some basic movements ending with a ride. Zaidy would do the rocking ride and flip you over. Fishing, of course. A lot of us went fishing with him. I probably did the most fishing with him. Not just the fishing trips, those were special. We did party boats locally in the ocean and a lot of freshwater fishing, but the whole prep, the whole avoida of fishing was really what's so memorable. From my trips to the country, going to the country, in the blue Chevy, 3 front seats, stopping 4 times along the way, a 4-hour trip. We would go to the grocery store. We'd go to a bait shop along the way. We'd stop, of course, for ice cream. Zaidy loved his ice cream, Howard Johnson. We would always stop. We'd go out of the way 15, 20 minutes after a 4-hour trip just to get, hojo before we settled in the bungalow. And then after the fishing, the whole process of cooking the fish. That was also an entire avoida. We'd spend the whole night. There was nothing much to do upstate when me and Zaidy went on our trips. There wasn't even phone service, I don't think. There was certainly no TV, no Wi-Fi, no internet. So we spent the night cooking, playing chess. I remember his soup chowder, his fish chowder. That was a specialty. Every vegetable, every spice, throwing some fish. It actually was delicious, but it also made just the memories so special. Yom Tovim, of course. Zaidy spent a lot of the Yom Tovim with us. Charosas making, grilling liver, prepping the lulav and esrog, Kashana Rabasudas. Zaidy was always around and made Yom Tov very, very fun. Cholamoid trips too. Smaller trips with individual families. Zaidy was always taking us to the circus, Nellie Bly, wherever. And then some of the larger trips later on with the whole family, extended family. I think some of the circuses we went together as a larger family, and of course that the famous Met game, the game where Heshi got a ball and the winning home run by Eddie Murray in the 9th inning. I think those are some of the specific memories. There's so many more I have. I really love Zaidy, and I do think about him a lot. And I think just the lesson and the general theme of all these memories are his love of life. His love of his family and his involvement in the family. He really made it his business to be involved on a very, very regular, ongoing basis. And we certainly all remember that. So just to conclude, if we can take just a lesson, basic lesson from Zaidy, and apply it a little bit in our everyday life, enjoy life, enjoy our kids, enjoy our grandkids, just do a little more. We're all doing great, I'm sure, but just do a little more with our kids and grandkids. It could be so meaningful, and it could actually be tremendous nachas for Zaidy. So, Neshama Seven Aliyah, he should be a Meiltz Yoshe for all of us. And thank you again for putting this together.